Hi, it's Susan. I'm from Worldpeacefull. I'm actually going to do a poem. It's actually a prayer for you. I felt inspired very early this morning to actually get up and do it, but I didn't actually get up and do it. I was actually too tired, and I thought it might keep me awake longer. So I just sort of sent out the intention that if it's meant to be, it'll come back to me in the morning, and it did. But it's coming to me as a prayer, interestingly enough. I don't write prayers, I typically write poems. So what's the difference between a prayer and a poem? Prayer can be more of an intention to connect with the source, or what some call God. It's a wish as well for, in this case, humanity. Poem is a song. I call them song lines when I write poems. It's a way of writing from the heart, as distinct from the head. I used to be an analyst, and I still do analysis now, but it's a different way of thinking. When you're analysing something, there's a reductionist. What I typically do is I thoroughly absorb myself in a topic, and I look at it from lots of angles. When I was a market analyst, I used to go to the places I was researching, and I used to sit there because I wanted more of a holistic feeling around what I was about to write. I wanted to make sure that what I wrote was right. I'm not interested in coming up with research that looks good. I like research that actually works. So that's what I do. I typically use my whole self whenever I do this type of work, but poetry is different. Poetry is inspired. So I talk a lot about inspiration in my videos because I feel a lot of inspiration. And it's because of the feminine within myself. I actually can remember, I think there was a definite feeling, I can't quite remember how many years ago it was now, but I remember a shift happened in my life where I moved away from the economics to the arts. And it was not something I intended to do, it happened. And I could feel that I was moving more into the feminine. And what that really is the creative part of ourselves. I'm actually going to take my jumper off because it's quite hot in here. So excuse me. Just do what makes me happy. Here we go. My t-shirt's got love on it. So there you go. That's a bit better. Because I'm going to read you my prayer, my poem, whatever this is. Now, when I wrote the poem this morning, I called it Free Dominion, which is sort of freedom, dominion. But I changed it afterwards to Silicon Valley or the mountaintop because that was the inspiration I got. Now, people can take from my work what they want. Some can say, oh, look, it's a critique against. I would ask you or invite you to actually not look at it that way. I'm just going with what feels right for me. This is not against anybody or anything. But I do believe we have to speak the truth in this world because we're heading down a trajectory which is not going to serve, in my view, everybody. And even those who may perceive that, they are on a trajectory which is going to benefit them. What I want to say is, I'm just noticing someone walking past. That's quite funny. What I want to say is we're on a trajectory together. I'm going still now. I often feel an innocence in a lot of people, even those who may not see themselves as innocent. I see it like an innocence in the sense that they don't know what they don't know. And then there's those who know they don't know, and that's a very honest statement. And then there's those who know that they know. Now, in that category, they may or may not act as a result of that. But I always then think of Lao Tzu, who says it is the responsibility of those who know to tell the blind horseman on the blind horse that he's heading towards the abyss. So that's taking responsibility. I see it as citizenship. So take that on board. Anyway, I'm going to read you the poem. Silicon Valley or mountaintop. A prayer for you are the prayer of billions. You believe you are not good enough, yet you are beyond belief. You believe you cannot make the grade, yet you have surpassed being graded. You believe you have no choice, but even this is the choice to believe. Life for you is hard work, no choice, and never getting there, yet you are already there. What if you believed a different story? What if you saw the miracle you really are? What if your failures were simply signposts on the way to success? What if your uniqueness is brilliance? What if your presence on this earth is what makes a real difference? What if your purpose is waiting for your flower to open? What if you didn't get it wrong but saw it differently? What if you are not a systematic slave, but a master in waiting? What if you decide who you are, then live it? For this is my prayer for you. You are the stars, the sunlight, the earth, the rainfall, the dew alive but shaking as your precipice is here. Do you stand on the cliff of your dreams? Do you step back or forward? What if you step off into the thin air as life supports your dream, no matter the outcome? What if the risk is simply changing your life story, scripting a new line? What do you see over the horizon? A radar sending electromagnetic frequency, or a rising frequency seeking elixir? Can you envisage your greatest vision? For there is infinite possibility in your lifetime. As you grow, you will begin to know that you can step out of your comfort zone. Yes, you may fall. Yes, you may fly. Yes, you may cry. You may sing with perfect pitch. Either way, you move and oscillate. Either way, you learn and acquire. Either way, you grow and inspire. For life deeply lives in uncertainty. It was never designed to be predictive. To predict is to control impossibility. So how to make God laugh? Tell your plans with certainty. Humanity is discovering uncertainty is not a data point. You are not artificial intelligence, nor street smart. You are eternal, and this is the art form that informs evolution. This is the kernel of truth as a still point, setting all free to be who they are, without fear or favour. For you need no army as you are not at war. You need no defence as you are defenceless. You need no drones as life is in order, aware that control is chaos collapsing. You need no loans to live where need equals want. You need no popularity as clarity is fulfilled. As freedom is your essence, you cannot lose freedom, you give it away. Life is not silicon, it is a crystal line. All choose Silicon Valley or the mountain top. Endless flow ley lines without a circuit board. Simply power the grid to rebalance polarities. Freedom needs no rights, as it is a rite of passage. Rights arise when real values decline. All are free dominion when life is valued equally. All life sings the same equality tone silently. Every octave opens to the universal song, where all belong. So know you have come from eternal truth and will return to it. And life is the present opening for you. As you plant your renewable seed, new beginnings push through the hard surface. creating new conditions to germinate a new variety never seen before. Shape-changing the philosopher's stone alone. Releasing the angel releases every chip. To flip the electromagnetic poles upside down for a global reset just in time. So that's what came to me this morning, and I guess it's for you to contemplate what's true for you. My work is never about you believing me, it's always about you believing you. However, I'm just simply sharing with you what comes to me in inspiration. So with that, I send you love and peace always. Have a great day. The words just may the force be with you, but then I just, as humour came to me, may the fast be with you, because I think it is with most of humanity. Anyway, take care. Bye.